So if you're a psychologist, this video is for you. I'm a psychologist too, and I do a bit of therapy and also assessment. I know a lot of psychologists, they don't conduct assessments, and there's a role there for assessments in helping you with your work therapeutically with clients. So that's where SQ Psych can come in and help you to clarify things. You might have a suspicion that your client has an underlying autism or ADHD diagnosis there, or some learning difficulties. And here at SQ Psych, we conduct adult autism and ADHD assessments, in addition to some child assessments, but have particular experience in the area of adult assessments. It might help you to know the tools that we use are tailored to the question, but they include things like the personality assessment inventory, sometimes a brief cognitive test, some questionnaires which are symptom specific, like the autism quotient, the camouflaging of autistic traits questionnaire, and the fatigue assessment scale. We know that burnout is a big factor in autism, and I like to assess that when we're looking at adult autism cases. Often in the adult autism late diagnosis population, we'll find that there's a lot of autistic burnout, and it's good to get a handle on how that's playing out for the individual. Aside from that, we will also measure the impacts on functioning. So that could be something like the World Health Organization Disability Assessment Schedule, or it could be something like the Adaptive Behaviours Assessment System, the ABAS, as well. Usually ends up being about a 6 to 8 page report, also the ADHD assessments. So with that one, we'll do a similar process, but also utilize some ADHD specific questionnaires, things like the Connors, which you might have heard of, what else do we do? The IVA 2, which is a attention and response control test. It's a really good one to tease out some useful observations of the person completing a very boring task, which really tests their attention and response control. We get some great data from that too, and also the observations. Yeah, so either of those can end up being a 6 to 8 page report. We have experience writing to bodies like the NDIS, and using the language that they use, and successfully getting our assessments and the client's applications across the line for them to meet eligibility criteria and to demonstrate how they meet that criteria already. So if you're interested in referring a client through, it's very easy. Just send us an email at inquiry@sqpsych.com. You can visit the webpage www.sqpsych.com. We'll have openings for 2024 for assessments, and we've also reduced our rate to a more reasonable rate for 2024. So yes, please reach out if you're interested, and we'd love to have a discussion about it too if you have any questions. Thank you. Have a good day.